Hey everybody, Cinephile Mike is here, and it is day 31 of Award Season Reviews Season 3. 97 reviews in 97 days, covering many of the films contending for awards recognition this season. Now, as some of the films I'm reviewing may still be in theaters or awaiting a theatrical re release, all the statistical information I am providing to you is current within 7 days of recording and posting. Now, this information will include the critical response, the box office information, insight into its awards run so far, my predictions on nominations and wins based on the point within the year, and as always, these reviews are spoiler free. Also, make sure you check out my website, cinephilemike.com, where you can find the ever important, beloved, and informative Where Can I Watch It spreadsheet 2024 edition, where you can track all the nominations and wins for the films, as well as see how to watch them. Now, before I dive in, let me again say that I hope everyone had, well, not again, let me say I hope everyone that celebrates had a Merry Christmas. And also, if you celebrate Happy Hanukkah, we are now in the celebration of lights, and this video is being released on the second night. We are in our fifth theme week, and it is Feel Good Week. For me, yes, while feel good is a very subjective term, I've always defined it as a movie that after you watch it, after it ends, it has touched you in a way and made you feel a little less heavy than you did before, something that lifts you up, even if there are moments that are a little sad, because you know what, at the end, you're going to feel all good inside. All of the films that I'm talking about this week have won some awards already or are potentially up for running and winning some stuff. So let's keep going into it. Today, I'm discussing Janus Films' Low, written by Matisse Kaza and the film's director Gints. Zilbalodis. The film is currently screening and as of this recording is in the midst of its wide release. To date, the film has made $1,548,535 domestically and $3,820,122 internationally, currently sitting with a worldwide total of $5,368,657 and growing. Critically, the film is going very well on Rotten Tomatoes and is certified fresh on both the critical side with a 97% rating from 100 reviews and a popcorn meter score of 94% based on over 500 audience reviews. Award season rise, this film has been and is being said to be the front runner for animated film awards. It won the Best Feature Award at the Annecy International Film Festival, and this film is unique in like Flea from a couple of seasons ago. This film is really buying into a couple of different categories. It was nominated at the Astra Awards and is currently nominated for the Critics' Choice Awards in both the Best Animated Feature category as well as the Best Foreign Language Film category, which is interesting because this is a dialogue free film. At the Golden Globes, it is nominated for Best Animated Film, but on the other side, the Independent Spirit Awards nominated it for Best International Film. It's already been named the Best Animated Feature of the Year by the National Board of Review, and Flow is, I'm sure, on its way to much more awards recognition, including the Annie Awards, where it was just recently nominated for Best Independent Feature, Best Director for a Feature, and Best Writing for a Feature. So, what is Flow about? Well, in an undisclosed location, we have a black cat that is strolling through the woods when they happen upon a group of dogs and they take chase. Eluding the dogs, the cat gets away, but not before seeing a giant tsunami coming. Getting to higher ground, the cat thinks that they are safe until they see that a Labrador retriever has followed them. Now, ultimately, the water rises and the Labrador runs off to join his mates and jump on the boat that is being carried away. The cat, unsure of what to do, does ultimately see a boat coming and jumps in, finding that they are not alone on the boat, but they are now journeying down this tsunami with a capybara. At first unsure what to make of each other, the capybara and the cat do eventually agree to travel together. And through a series of events, our cat and our capybara will end up picking up a white secretary bird that is a little injured and cannot fly, and a lemur on board the boat with them who brings all of their most prized possessions. And ultimately, they will again come up against the Labrador and his gang of fellow canines. And we will see the ultimate test of survival as these animals face whatever the world has in store for them. And there will be some tense moments, but they need to put those differences aside in order to survive. They will come up against, damage to the boat, the uncontrollable water, and other forces of nature that force them to really step up. So, in the vein of last season's Robot Dreams, here's Zilbalodis gives us a dialogue free animated film to follow along. And at first, you might say, well, maybe this is a child friendly film like Robot Dreams sort of was. Um, Not quite. Not saying that children can't watch it, they can, but younger children may get scared by some of the more turbulent or violent experiences that the animals are put in, and there is no snappy dialogue explaining what they're thinking, although the faces are beautifully drawn. But given that there's no dialogue, the film truly demands full attention as the subtle glances that the animals give one another provides more content and subtext than a monologue. One thing also that was fascinating that I learned, all of the animal sounds that you hear coming from each animal was recorded from real animals. No sound effects or fake sounds. The voices are recorded at zoos and in nature, save the capybara, whose sounds didn't match the tone that they wanted for the animal. So the sounds actually come from a baby camel. That, in and of itself, makes the film a real wonder to behold. When watching the film, you can't help but compare it as to what it is. It is a variant on the Noah's Ark story, but Flow is about so much more. The themes in the film about survival, coexistence, and tolerance and acceptance may fly over some smaller children's heads, but will truly have the adults pondering the meaning and thinking about it when they walk out of the theater. The animation is stunning. The simplistic color schemes are blended so well. I almost wish that I'd had a chance to see this film maybe in 3D, and I'm not a huge 3D film fan. Um, I'm actually now looking forward to actually watching it in 4K because I believe that the animation is going to look so good, really sharp. Because in the theater, I felt the animation was a little flat and didn't quite match the excitement that the film was bringing. Um, but that's to say nothing of the plot. The film kept me hooked from the opening shot through the entire hour and 25 minutes. It was almost like you were watching an animated National Geographic special about animals in the wilderness. Because while they're anthropomorphized a little bit, there's still just a lot of genuine curiosity and, hey, we're animals. So, awards possibilities. As I said, Flow is dominating the conversation, and there is a wondering if at the Oscars it will repeat what is happening at the Critics' Choice and happened at the Astro Awards. Many are predicting that it will be nominated for Best Animated Feature. I believe this as well. It has also made the shortlist for Best International Feature Film, as this is the official entry for Latvia. So we could see a repeat as we did with Flea and see the film land in both categories. Also, I'm going to make the argument, given the fact that we're dialogue free and we're focusing on the animal sounds and the editing, this should really be a contender for best sound because the work with the real animals is truly inspiring. Flow is, the strongest so far of Feel Good Week. It's a powerful 5-star film that truly gives all the real feel good vibes. Seeing the animals interacting, in this heartwarming way, makes me long for the day when we as a human race are able to do this. Working together for the common goal of survival. We see these animals ignore their basic instincts in order to survive. And sometimes that's what you have to do. If you would like to see Flow, it is currently in theaters nationwide. If it is not playing in your immediate area, the film will be released on demand viewing on digital platforms, according to some online sources, as early as January 7th. So if you can't see it in theaters, you may not have that wait too long to wait. All right. 31 down, 66 to go. If you like what you heard here today, please click that subscribe button, like the video, spread the word. You can follow me, Cinephile Mike, on all social media platforms and on Letterboxd. And again, find lots of great info on my website, cinephilemike.com. Until next time, everyone, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.